a summer note with macaws here, roses, and three visible water lilies. There are five, two of them hidden. And there's a clematis in the back. I don't know if the camera takes it in. The phone, it's a phone camera actually. So a note on Precious, an acclaimed film. It won independent award prizes, Spirit Award prizes, nominated for Academy Awards, Golden Globes, and so many other prestigious awards. And indeed, it is a tremendous story, tragic, hard to look at. I mean, a young woman is simply tortured, and up to a point she has a terrible life, and it's astounding in a way to see someone living up in America, heaven on earth, leading democracy. Well, before Trump came to power, at least. Um, and have someone be there, being who has been born there and lives there, suffered more than, I don't know, somebody in Somalia, and just have a life which is just as bad as someone in Syria. Well, uh, maybe that's a bit over the top, exaggerated, hyperbole, but Precious, that's the name of the protagonist, heroine, um, is in a continuous war. She's abused by her mother, who kicks her around, keeps her in something like slavery, and then she's also assaulted. And lives in misery. Uh, not poverty, so to say, even if they're not rich. That's in a way self-evident. Um, but it's a psychological misery. She is in such a state that reminds me of a psychological assessment. Um, I've been reading over the past few years books of psychology. I tried the classics. I've come across a tremendous, wonderful book, 50 Psychology Classics, and then I got the titles from there and I tried to read uh, those on the list, and I read about 30 or so, and others, or some from there, some of their other work. And in one, they mentioned this study, which is in a way a known fact up to a point. We know that people in good marriages live longer. It makes sense. That's a better life. Those who are divorced live less, uh, with quite a few years. And again, that's uh, common sense, maybe confirmed by research, because they would not be so happy as those who have someone to rely on, someone to help, someone to socialize with, and on a family, so to say, on a regular basis. But the ones who are in the most terrible situation are those who are in a relationship. They're still married, so to say, but they keep fighting. They're in a permanent conflict. That's terrible. And the equivalent research studies show is having a car crash every day. So being in such a relationship is the worst possible because it's like being in a car crash every day. Well, that's what came to mind watching this poor girl, Precious, having to uh, cope with her mother, with this man who is raping her and abusing her, and I would say to top it all off, to make it even worse, it's the fact that she has this weight problem. She is seriously overweight, obese actually, and so it's a life that looks miserable, is on all fronts, I would say. But there is some hope. No spoiler alert, and I will not say what happens, but there is some hope that maybe something, a silver lining, will be there.